G'day everyone, welcome back to Sun State Metal Detecting, and thank you for joining us for another metal detecting adventure down on the beach. We're returning to a beach that we were at a couple of months ago. It's a beach that's yielded quite a number of older finds, as well as a few pre-decimal coins. Interestingly, the history books don't say anything about what's been going on this beach in the past, and I'm hoping to collect a few more older items here that can help us fill in the gaps in the history books. As you can see, the tide is fairly high, although it is currently on its way out. So we've got a little bit limited space on the beach to start with, but that space will free up as we go. And as you may be able to see from behind us here, there is a heck of a lot of erosion going on here. So I'm hopeful that some older finds that have been up in the banks here might have fallen down onto the sand below, where we're going to try and pick them out. So let's get underway with our Coiltech 18 Mythtech. We're running standard beach settings. The only setting that we've changed is we're running on the lowest possible recovery speed so that we can try and punch as deep as possible. So let's see what we can turn up. We'll get underway. See you at the first signal. Exactly the era that we're looking for here. So that is a fantastic sign that we're on to good things to come. Blast you, Father O'Leary. Nice to see a nice little coloured commemorative every now and again. We don't get many of them. Are we straight on? We've landed pre-decimal straight away. Okay, we have our first target here. Now, because we're running a very, very low recovery speed, this does sound quite a lot different to what we usually have. So we'll see. Maybe this is good, maybe it's not. Have a listen to this one. That's anywhere, I reckon, from a mid-50s to a mid-60s. And that's usually a fairly good place for coins down here. Might be something more in there. But we're definitely out. Wasn't really expecting to be out in one with that one. Alright, let's get the pinpointer on. There we go. Turn the sensitivity up. Okay, we're just down in here somewhere. Is that? That's our object. What is that? Oh, no way. Hold on, is that? Hey, I think we've got an old lead bag seal. Hey, that's cool. If that's what I think it is, I'm going to have to clean that when I get home a little bit more just to see. But I think, looking at the impression on the back there, I think we've got our second ever lead bag seal. Happy days. So bag seals are typically from the late 1800s, which is exactly the era that we're looking for here. So that is a fantastic sign that we're on to good things to come. Let's keep going. All right, sorry about the lighting in that last clip. I forgot to turn the main light on. All right, let's try that again. So we're still in the same hole. I was just double checking to see if the other tone was likely anything interesting, and it might be. There's a very definite sort of high 30s up to mid 40s tone, I think a little bit further in. Might be out in one again. Yep, we're out in one again. So 2 scoops for 2 targets. That's not bad going. What do we have this time? Okay, just down in this area here. And that's even more lead. I'm gonna bet that that's something to do with the first target. It's definitely shaped that way, and it's definitely old. Actually, it might not. It's weird. It might not be lead. It feels really heavy. So I wonder if maybe this could be even pewter or something of that nature. That's really interesting. But we are definitely on to older stuff, so that's a great start. Let's keep walking. Okay, got another interesting tone here. Have a listen to this one. Yeah, really interesting. It's quite jumpy, so it's not typically the sort of tone that I'd get too excited about, but given the propensity for older stuff, could be a lot of different things. That tone has changed an awful lot after those first two scoops. I'm getting a little bit worried this might actually be an iron tone. Now, because of how slow I'm swinging and how deep we're penetrating into the ground, the 18 Mythtech I think is listening to geology, so there's almost a constant tone. Oh, well, we're out. Let's see, nothing immediately evident. And that is it a square nail? Oh, it's some sort of quite unusual looking. Oh yeah, it's a hand forged nail. Yeah, look at that. Oh, we really are onto old stuff tonight. So this one's obviously not going to be iron, because otherwise it would be totally rusted out. But it's a silverish sort of metal, so I'm not entirely sure what that one's going to be made out of, but it's 100% hand forged, so we are looking even better. Awesome. Well, I'm glad I came here. Let's keep going. All right, we've got a screaming signal here. Where is it? I can promise you it's there. Oh. Now, I think it's a little bit further up the dune. I reckon it's maybe up around there somewhere. Maybe. A little bit hard to tell. Let's see. Let's see, are we out? Oh, we are. Oh, it's just a, what have we got? Father O'Leary's lid. Blast you, Father O'Leary. Okay, I think this one might be iron based, but I'm not 100% convinced. I'd like to try and find out. Have a look at this one. So as you can see, it's forming a bit of a line, a bit like we had a couple of weeks back. Let's see, is it? Is it iron or is it non-ferrous? It's turning to an even stronger line as we go down. This might just be a coin. Might, I think, being the operative word there. Just going to dig a little bit over to the right here, just in case it's just on that wall. I think we're going to try the pinpointer. Sounds like we might be close. Nothing's jumped. Oh, actually. Something is jumping out at me. Blasted tent pegs. Oh, they're the bane of my existence. Anyway, at least we know what the target is, and it was ferrous. There you go. Alright, it's starting to look like this a little bit of a sojourn has been a bit of a bust. Lots and lots of iron tones, but nothing really, actually nothing worth digging. I'll be straight out with you, nothing worth digging. It's, yeah, just been all iron or intermingled iron, and it's just, yeah, I don't know. Almost feels like someone's been here a little bit more recently and has probably picked it clean. Anyway, not to worry. I do have a tone here that I'd like to investigate. It is, again, intermingled, but it's been a while. My swinging arm is getting sore and I just want something to dig. So let's see if this turns out to be anything. A little bit of iron in there with it, but I'd probably call that 75 or 80% non-ferrous. Out and one. Maybe it is something worthwhile. Nothing immediately evident. Should be just in here. It's a key. I've been on a real run of keys recently. It's a bit of a strange shaped one. Something written on it, can't quite make it out because of the corrosion, but we'll definitely give that one a clean. We'll see if it ends up being anything of interest. Alright, let's keep walking our way along. I've decided to come down to Urangan here today after going and getting some fish and chips last night, when I noticed that, well, this all used to be sand. There's been an awful lot of erosion here, and I reckon we've probably lost maybe 6 inches of sand off the top of the beach here, which means that we're potentially able to detect a little bit deeper than we have been in the past. Now, this area is particularly junky, so I have opted today to go with the M11 coil instead of the 18 Mythtech, and we're going to try all over the beach. We'll start sort of around these rocks here, and then we'll work our way along where all of this erosion is. So we'll get underway and see what we can turn up out of the sand today. I'll see you at the first signal. All right, we've got our first tone here that seems to be worth digging. Fairly punchy looking tone. Don't mind the looks of that. Now, it should be just down here, I reckon. Some of this material back. All right. Okay. It's just over here somewhere. Oh, yep, I see some patina. That is, it's an old square nail. Actually, that one might not be a square nail. That might actually be a boot rivet. Whatever it is, it's definitely old. So that's a great sign. There's always old stuff here. So at least we know it hasn't been all washed away. Let's keep moving. All right, we have another target that's worth a go. Sounds pretty decent. Pop the detector down there for a second. Let's have a bit of a look here. Should be up against this rock, I reckon. Yeah, I think that would be about right. Let's see. Okay. Tune out the salt water there. All right. Now I've just got to see, can I remove that one of these rocks here, just to try and make life a little bit easier. That one's pretty well wedged. Oh, there we go. I reckon we're just down in here somewhere. Okay. Oh, I saw something green. Yeah, I did. Well, it's a coin. It's very thin. I'm just going to take a closer look. Is it a 1? It might be a 1 cent. That's ringing up way, way too low to be 1 cent. Just trying to make out some detail on it, which I am struggling to do. But it's definitely got that that plain edge on it. So tentatively 1 cent, but we'll do some investigation later to see if it happens to be something a little bit older. Very good, first coin. Let's keep going. Okay, just rechecking my work. There's still something else in there. Yeah, definitely something there. Always pays to recheck. I reckon it must be around the same sort of area. Oh yeah, okay. Something's there. A little bit closer back towards me. Is it another 1 cent maybe? Or is it just a coffin sinker? Okay. Well, that's interesting. Two targets out of the 1 hole, more or less. Let's keep working. You know what they say, third time's a charm, right? Same spot. Sounds like there's a 90 something underneath the rock, a bit further in. 90's a good sign on this beach. I have found old pre-decimal florins here that have rung up like that. I know there have been some very old pennies found here as well. They could certainly ring up in that range. Possibly under this rock. Okay. Let's just get some of this material out. All right. In here, apparently. Oh, I see an old coin. Are we straight on to? Yeah, it's a 6pence, guys. We've landed pre-decimal straight away. That's a 925 6pence. Hey, cool. Just trying to get a date. Bear with me for just 1 second. Hoping for key dates here. It's, no, actually, yeah, 1943. There we go. I thought it was in 1948, but if that was the case, this would be totally green. You wouldn't be able to see what it is. But yeah, that's a 925 silver 6pence. Very good. Today's paying off already. So we'll focus most of our efforts around these rocks, I reckon. And then as the tide comes in, it will gradually cover these rocks over. Oh, actually, hold on. I see more patina. Hold that thought, guys. There's something else here. I just spotted this patina. It came out of the same hole, but further up. I think it's just brass plating. I'll pop that in the junk bag. Maybe I need to recheck this. Before I switch the camera off. Now that's likely just salt water. Now I'm just going to test if it is salt water. Maybe something else down there. It's just iron. All right, we'll keep working. All right, we have another target down here that I think is going to be worth digging. Again, it could just be a sinker, but it's worth a go. Where is it? Let's turn this way. There it is. fairly consistent in both directions. That usually bodes pretty well. Now to find it. Could be just about anywhere in here. Okay, we are close, which is good. That makes my life a little bit easier. Quiet, you. Just going to carefully trowel a bit of this material out. Hoping to see a bit of patina. Okay. Not seeing it unless it's... No. It's in my hand. Oh, coin. Ah, it's another 1 cent. Yeah, there we go. Now that one doesn't look overly gunked up. So I wonder whether this one's freshly been washed down out of the rocks down to the beach and just hasn't had time to rust over yet. All right, well, another coin on the board. Let's keep moving. All right, once again, I think we've got something here. It's present in both directions. That's my test down here. If I can hear it in both directions, I dig it. Because a lot of the fake ones, or the signals where multiple targets multiply together, they disappear as soon as you turn 90 degrees. This one's got a bit of depth on it, actually. Yep, definitely there. All right. I reckon it's going to be underneath some of these rocks. So just remove a few. It's actually a little bit more over to the right there. A little bit closer to this rock. Looking for patina. Oh, patina. It's another boot tack. Yeah. That's our second boot tack. Alright, I was correct. A 90 toner shoe tack doth not make. There is another target in here. Deeper. And it's definitely in the 90s. Well, of course, there could be falsing involved there as well, but we're going to have to reopen our little excavation here and try and work out where exactly this other target is. Oh yeah, what do you know? There is something else down here, a little bit further over that way. Okay, I do see a very small shard of brass plating in here. That's very common on this beach, whether it's hull plating or something of that nature. But again, that doesn't explain a 90 signal. Just going to tune that into the sand again, just to see. Unless it's in a slightly different position. Sorry guys, 1 second. Grabbing the detector again. Oh, this is awkward. Now showing as a 68 to 70 tone. more over to the left, sort of more in this vicinity. Could we have another coin? We could. We could. Or a sinker. It's a coin. Yep. Alright, another small coin. Lots of these today. Oops, I dropped it. And it's yet another 1 cent piece. Okay. That one's a little bit greener than the last one, but still, I don't think it's been in there all that long. We'll bag that one, and we'll keep working our way along. Alright, one or two paces to the right. Another small target in here. It should be a little bit easier to get to. It should be just in that area there. Right. This one could be a bit deeper down, actually. It is a little bit deeper than the others. Still can't use the sand scoop here. Way too many rocks and shells and other obstructions to do that. Oh, coin. Very green coin. Just looking to see if I have a ribbed edge. Could be another 1 cent. Could be. Just taking a closer look under my light here. Can't make out any detail, so we're going to have to go for this edge. And that is a, drum roll please, plain edge. So probably just another 1 cent piece, albeit one that's been in there a bit longer than the others. All right, into the bag, and on we go. All right, still haven't moved very far. We have another tone here. Now that is right up against the rock, like right in that crevice, which is a very typical place for heavy objects to fall when they're gradually getting washed out to sea. Let's see. Yep, it's in there, but it's a ways down. Let's get rid of a bit of this top sand. Get rid of that rock there. Very well could be under that rock, actually. What do you know? It's right under that rock. Just checking. Holding my breath for a coin here. Nothing jumping out at me yet. Oh, I see patina. Yeah, we have another coin. And it's another plain edge. Oh boy, that's a crusty one. That's most likely going to be yet another 1 cent piece. We're on a real run here. I don't know why I'm finding so many of them here. It's not very usual that we find many 1 cent coins here, but maybe there was a cluster of them higher up on the shore that's now washed out. We'll just check our hole just to see. Now that's just seawater that we're listening to there. So we'll get that filled back in and we'll keep working our way along. We'll very shortly be bidding farewell to the rocks here. We're just about to have the tide come in over the rocks here, so we've got to move a bit higher up on the beach, but we'll go and do the erosion that's a bit further up there. Before we do though, we have a target here. Certainly sounds to be possibly an item of interest. Struggling with my words right now. All right, let's get our pinpointer out. And okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. Should be out. Oh, it's down at my feet here. Oh, a coin. Don't tell me it's another 1 cent. Gonna have to have a bit of a closer look at this edge, bear with me. Yeah, it's another 1 cent. Oh man, I can't escape them tonight. Don't think I've had so many 1 cents in one spot. Just one after the other. All right, well, at least it's less for me to find on another day. Let's keep working. Okay, I'm hoping this one's gonna break my run of 1 cent coins. If it's gonna be, it's only gonna be a 5 cent, but anything but one. Let's have a look. All right, let's see. What is it? Out in one. Sitting a little higher now that it's out. Still very, very likely to be 5 cents, so just make sure my sensitivity's all the way up. Okay, just in here somewhere. And yep, there it is. It's a 5 cent. All right, so finally the 1 cent reign of terror has ended. We're finally onto something that's a little more valuable, if only 5 cents worth. Cool. Let's keep working our way along. All right, we have a surface find right at the very top of the beach here. Right at the bottom of this pile, we've got that sort of jumpy kind of mess. And as you can see, it's a pair of sunnies. Looks to be ladies' sunglasses. Probably just a cheaper pair, feeling those. But still, you know, perfectly usable. Don't think they've been in there all that long, possibly dropped today. So wherever someone's lost stuff like that, they've likely lost other stuff too. So we'll pop those away and we'll keep working our way along. All right, the erosion around here is getting pretty extreme. I'm 6 foot tall, a bit over 6 foot, maybe 6'2", and the erosion here is taller than I am. So we're looking at, you know, I think we're pushing almost 2 meters of standing sand. It's, yeah, quite incredible. As far as I can see down the beach, it's staying more or less the same. So hopefully there'll be a few more finds to come. Just at the bottom of where I am now, I do have another tone. I think it might be another coin, but another low value. Let's have a look. Yeah, fairly nice, consistent tone, as we tend to get with a lot of our coins here. This one's a little bit further down. Okay. That being the case, if it is a coin, it's going to be pretty crusty. Ooh. The tone's disappeared, which means we take one more scoop. One more scoop, and it should be in there. Sure is. All right, pinpointer time. I thought I could see it at the top there. It's actually not a coin. What have we got there? It's old. Looks to be maybe another piece of brass plating we get along here. Now I don't know whether it's plating off the pier, which is sort of just up that direction, or whether it's plating off the like the hull of a ship or something like that, but there's certainly heaps of it along here. So we'll pop that away and we'll keep working our way along. All right, another object here to dig. Have a listen. Very strong tone. Usually means we've got a nice round, very standard shaped object. Okay, should be right down out in this area here. Somewhere. Oh, I see a tiny little piece of patina. tiny. I think that's going to be a little rivet of some description. It appears to be brass. Definitely old. I'll throw it in the treasures bag and we'll give it a clean up later and see if it turns out to be anything interesting. Alright, we've got a tone in this disturbed sand here. Have a listen. Now that might just be a can, but I want to dig it anyway, just in case it's not, because it's the ones that you don't dig that end up being the ones that are worth something, I'm sure. Maybe not a can after all. Might be $1 or $2 maybe. Oh yeah, I see a gold coin. Yeah, there's $2. Oh, a nice fresh one. 2020 it looks like. But yeah, no patina on that at all, so that's probably a very recent drop. Very good. We'll stow that away and we'll keep working. Alright, we're only a couple of paces further on. We have another lovely 60s tone. What have we got here? $1 maybe? Oh yeah, I see it actually. Look here. It is. And it's another recent one. That's a 2021 $. Oh, it's a donation $. There we go. Nice to see a nice little coloured commemorative every now and again. We don't get many of them, so that's cool. Excellent, we'll throw that in the pocket and we'll keep working. All right, I'm gonna have to be quick here. As you can see, the tide is now at my feet. And I have that tone. I think it could be 20 cents. I'm not entirely certain. Oh dear, I've hit rocks. Okay, this might make this a bit more difficult than I had hoped. Just going to try again. Oh yeah, okay. Well, we're out, and it stayed relatively the same both in and out. Oh, there's something. Yeah, that's going to be 20 cents. A very, very green 20 cent. Oops, I've just thrown it in my bag. Whoops, where did my find go? There it is. Haha. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a shocker. That's been in there a long, long, long time. But I'm sure it's going to clean up just fine. So I'll throw that in the finds bag and I'll get this filled in before I get swept away. Okay, neat little target down here. I'm just going to shed some light on this. There we go. Have a listen. Fairly strong in this direction, not so much in the other, but definitely something there. And need to glove up here. There's plenty of nasty stuff in these rocks here. I don't want to get myself stabbed by a fishing hook or something else nasty. So let's get that in order first of all. Okay. Now, pinpointer. Yeah, there is something here. A little patina. Oh look, it's another one of those boot nails we were finding here the other day. So many of these here. All right, pop that away. Another nice strong tone here. Yeah, same in the other direction. Could be hopeful. Now I reckon it's just down next to this big rock here. Let's have a look. Okay, right near the surface, which is nice for a change. And I've somehow dropped one of my tools. Oh, there it is. Nearly lost it. Let's have a look here. Just pull some of this back. Might be a little bit further up that way. Okay, we'll just see if we're free. We are. Oh, yep, I see it. That's part of a bike. Oh, well, it looks like a part of a bike, maybe like a part of the gearing mechanism or brakes or something like that, or it could be part of a fishing rod. Probably more likely to be part of a fishing rod, I reckon, because the pier, which is just over that way, is absolutely chockers of fishermen right now. So we'll pop that away and we'll keep working our way along. Right, nice one down here. We'll give this a shot. Mid-80s, and same the other direction. Probably the most stable one I've seen all day. Should be just in there. Yep, not too far down. Makes my life nice and easy. Oh, there is a big rock right underneath there. Actually, I do see, yep, there's a coin there. I think that's going to be 2 cents. Yeah. Alright, that's been in there a good long while. Oh, at least there's one on the board. Let's keep moving. Okay, we've got another one that's worthwhile. That's our 2 cent hole right there. And just back here, another very decent sounding target. Maybe not quite as stable, but still definitely worth an investigation. Just going to tune that out on the wet sand. Okay, we've got a little bit of depth here to get through. Let's have a look. I think we'll have to remove this rock here. Yep, appears to have been under that rock. Oh yes, there's a coin. And I'm thinking we're on another 2 cent again. Yep, just a bit crustier this time. So the other day we were here with all 1 cent coins. Now that's 2 2-cent coins in 2 holes. So maybe we're on a 2 cent run. Right, we'll file that away under T for treasure. We'll get this filled in and we'll see what else there is to be found. Right, another potentially worthwhile tone here. Very, very mid-60s. Let's see, how deep are we talking? tune that out again. Okay, so it's probably wedged down between these stones here. Let's see about getting this one up and out of the way. Oh, yeah. That is... Oh, I thought it was a coin. It's not. Just a really patinaed brass washer. Oh well, that explains why it sounded so good. Alright, we'll pop that away. Keep working. Clump of, melted aluminium. It feels like lead. There's a ball sink, another ball sinker. It's another boot tack. Looks to be some sort of old concrete. Ah, well that's iron. Big piece of plate. I think we've just got a big clump of rust. It's just a mouthpiece of a can. Can slaw possibly. Fishing tackle. It's another sinker. It's an old ring pull. More of the brass plate. Brass plating. I see a pull tab. Brass plating. Iron. Is that a tent peg? There's a bottle cap in there. That's can slaw. I think it's a zip.